start the stream.
Okay. I'm in.
All right, let's get this party started. Let's unlock the rest of these distance maps. Oh jeez. Okay, I should probably switch my control scheme back. No, I'm actually thinking of doing a distance game giveaway. I think I still have a copy left over. Last time I... Oh, wait a minute. From the last time distance went on sale. No, server doesn't have a password.
Cool.
But I think I want to do some kind of a contest, but I'm just not sure what direction I'd go with it. I feel like this could use some music. Great. Alright, give me just a second here. Oh, yeah, let's just do the games audio. There we go. Much better. glad you could make it on the stream. Is my voice coming in alright? Can everybody hear what I'm saying about me having to raise my voice too much?
Who's that?
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
How's everyone doing?
You good?
Good.
That's good, that's good.
Am I coming in alright?
Yeah.
Alright. What text are you using? Like, how is
The new distance being the update for distance, or
no, I just think this map looks a little trippy.
There's a lot of people in here.
yeah. Guess there's a lot of people who want to play distance kind of later in the evening.
Yeah.
It's kind of an evening game, huh? This guy knows what he's doing.
What? What did you say? Yeah, let's start talking about this.
There we go. That's a nice balance. Now I can hear everybody.
Hey.
Alright, sorry, my microphone sensitivity was kind of down.
You do sound a little bit muffled.
I like how we all decided that we would start talking, and yet none of us are.
I mean, the voice chat is just kind of.
All right, let's get a topic to talk about. I'll start. This is a mistake. I should have started. Butternut squash, guys. Let's talk about butternut squash.
I myself am a fan of butternut squash, as I am of many other different varieties of squash. I enjoy it in stir fries and in curry, predominantly.
The only thing I know about butternut squash is that if you cut it in half and carve it out, it looks like a spoon.
A what?
I'm pretty sure I probably wouldn't like it because I'm just like the pickiest eater on the planet.
Oh.
Fun fact, because I live in Portugal, I actually have no idea what a butternut squash is.
Oh, it's a type of squash. They have squash in
Yeah.
Portugal, right?
I don't think we have that kind of stuff here.
No squash?
No, I mean, what I don't even know the translation.
Like
Oh, it's like a fruit?
no, it's more like a
It's
vegetable.
a vegetable, right?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
like,
that much I know, but I don't think we actually eat squash here.
Bummer. Well, I mean, I guess
I mean, different cultures eat different things, so, you know.
squash is like a family of vegetables. Like, for example, cucumbers are a type of squash.
Oh.
It's like in the gourd family.
Yeah.
Yeah, pumpkins, it's like related to pumpkins.
Yeah, pumpkins are also squash.
Yeah, pumpkins we do have here.
Well, we've run that topic dry, guys.
Yeah.
No, we can talk more about squash. Figure out.
The most interesting topic on earth.
Who doesn't want to talk about butternut squash?
Actually, I have
Any-
no idea.
I got a new topic. Anybody done with school yet?
Yeah, I just finished last year. Well, not college, but done with high school.
Yeah, I'm in college too.
Tomorrow's my last day at school.
What do you mean all these types of squash got you tripping, dude? We're just talking about one. Talking to somebody in chat there. Singling them out.
Oh,
Been too long since I played the official levels. Catching me by
Yeah.
surprise. Although I suppose I should probably enjoy. I should probably enjoy the Adventure 1.0 while I can, before it gets removed and replaced with Adventure 2.0. Ah, rough.
adventure mode.
You know what? Yeah, nah. None of that. Come on, take me. My body is ready. Claustrophobic. Oh, that was it? Ooh, felt that in my controller.
Some people in chat are thinking this is a realm, is it? I'm pretty sure it's not.
Nah, it's
It
one of the
isn't.
distance official maps though, but there is a map on the workshop that's Sound Realm that uses a lot of the distance official like assets.
Cool.
So it looks a lot like this. Which is why some people thought it was Sound Realm. No, the official distance maps are pretty good in my opinion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know. I'm broke, so I don't play distance. That costs money.
I mean, like, it in my opinion is better than paying like $10 a month for like an MMO subscription, which is how I rationalize buying a bunch of games, because I'm like, wow, it's a one-time cost. And I end up spending like $200.
I actually never bought an MMO subscription, I don't think.
Yeah, I think I did it once when I was a kid, but then I quickly realized, this doesn't sound like a very good deal.
Yeah, it's like when you play an MMO, you're basically just making another bill to pay.
Yep. So unless you really enjoy it.
Who is this Phoenix lad that you're playing with?
I don't know. Some guy?
Just some dude? Just
Yep.
decided to join up?
I mean, I'm friends with him on Steam, but I can't, for the life of me, remember just exactly how I know him. I assume it has something to do with Realms. That's where 90% of my friends list came from. They're like, whoa, your distance levels are nice. And I'm like, thanks. And then we were friends.
Oh.
Ah. Gotta hold the line.
Oh, I'm
Yeah.
up here.
Yeah. Nice and
Alive.
smooth. See if I can win this.
Come on, dude, I believe in you. You're like the greatest distance player I know. Because I only know you.
Ah.
But nevertheless, I think you're pretty good at the game. I mean, like, you get a lot of good scores.
So I'm good in the way that people who have suffered through NWBO4 and Spread Your Wings are good in that I spent a lot of hours getting hand-eye coordination so that I can do maps that require high amounts of air control. But as far as like actual racing goes, I'm only adequate.
So not really a casual, but at the same time, you never put in the work to become competitive.
I can get like leaderboards on some maps, but kind of like on anything below expert, I lose my competitive edge.
That's still an impressive thing. I mean, like, a lot of people, like, you know, like, people, like, play video games and, like, they don't put in, like, all the work to become, like, actually decent at games. They just sort of stay at filthy casual level.
Which is fine. I mean, if you don't have the time to do so.
I mean, that's me.
That is just me. I do not put in the time to be good at games. I just like having fun with them.
Yeah. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it can make you feel kind of bad if you play competitive games, which is why I like Warframe and Distance, just because for the most part they're not that competitive. Warframe is a co-op MMO for the most part, and even the PvP, the Conclave, is still pretty friendly.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy being competitive.
I mean, I like it if it's friendly, but
I'm really picky about the games that I really, you know, take my time to get good at. Like for an example, I really like fighting games because they're pretty tricky to begin with. But once you start, like, you know, actually learning how to play the game, it's really good to see you, or to feel like you're evolving. If I can, you know.
yeah, that's why I like Distance, just because there's always kind of more to learn. In that, you start the game, you're like, oh, this isn't that difficult, you know, and then you kind of keep going, and you're like, wow, it gets harder, and then you keep playing, and you're like, wow, it gets harder, and even after owning this game for like 3, 4, 5 years, however long it's been now, I'm just like, wow, it gets harder, because there's new maps that come out on the workshop all the time that are just like, oh no, this map gives me an aneurysm because they're just so freaking difficult, even for me. Like, this is like the Dark Souls of racing games.
I would like to I'm sorry, Captain over here, Captain Guga, is that what your username is?
Yeah.
I would like to bring it back to fighting games for a second and mention that I really like fighting games. I don't like playing them. I am the literal worst. I'm factually the worst person who has ever played any fighting game. But my best friend, he really likes fighting games to the point where he's actually like on a tournament level in the game Skullgirl. If you've ever played the game.
What game?
Skullgirl.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's a fighting game. They finished it a while ago, but he just like got to the point of liking it and practicing it so much. Like he has like over 1,500 hours like playing it.
Whoa!
And
It's a lot of time, man.
And he was ranked like the 13th best Peacock player in Southern California.
Dang.
And, I mean, like, that doesn't sound like a very big area, but you know,
that's still something.
Nonetheless, I mean, like, he goes to a tournament in like Southern California. He's like still like good, you know. I mean, like, it's not like national level or anything, but it's Southern California. It's still like a big area. It's still like he got ranked or something, which a lot of people just don't end up at.
I mean, getting to the point where you're good, where you're as good as getting on the tournament level and actually, you know, being on the leaderboards and saying you're the 13th best of like Southern California, it takes a lot of effort.
Yeah,
It takes a lot of
So
time.
I definitely do not think that's an understatement. I mean, as people myself, I'm really bad at fighting games as well. I enjoy playing them, but I get my ass kicked every single time.
Yeah, no, I cannot go online. I will just die.
I mean, you can't really. I mean, with some games you can, but you can't really jump on online day one.
No.
I mean, there's a lot of training mode hours that you have to put in if you want to get good at the game.
Yeah.
Especially on a higher level. Because
definitely, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, there's one thing which is like learning your character, taken for an example. Like you have to, know the combos and get familiar with the character.
They all have like their own learning curves and stuff. They all have like all these things you gotta learn for them, and all of them are different.
Yeah. But most of the time, what's really gonna give you the edge and the advantage is knowing the matchups, knowing what you can do against certain characters, and that's what most of the time gives you the advantage in a fighting game. You can't only know your character, you have to like learn everybody else's and adapt to the way they play.
Everybody else's character.
Yeah, and that's the most difficult part, because you can spend a couple hours in training mode with the same character and get pretty decent at them and go online, but the real struggle begins when you start like learning every single character.
Yes.
Which I don't have the time to do. I just learn one
expert
and try to
and
make
on.
Why don't you play a couple of realms, my dude?
Yeah, realms. Yeah.
Alright, where'd I put it? Let's do the role play, I think. I have to edit by level name. There we go. Where is it? IG.
Speaking of roleplay,
There we go.
how's the Lava Realm doing?
Pretty good. I've got the Volcano finished texture wise.
Oh yeah, stay on it. Going pretty good. I did a volcano.
Yep.
What am I hearing? Is it?
Maybe
It's
me
just-
bobbing my head back and forth. I'm not sure at this point.
Oh, it's ignition time, guys.
Ooh.
Are you ready for the race of a lifetime?
Oh man, I don't know.
I am.
So, which realm are we doing first?
I don't know. Let's put it up to a vote.
Am I still
me check
am I
the
still
stream.
valid in this vote despite not even being able to play?
Yeah.
I mean, sure. Why not? Let me get on the stream. See what people are saying.
Poor Kadeen, he never helped his village. Oh wait, I mean
Yeah.
I don't think that it went all right in the end because in ignition, Bert was like, "How's your village doing?" And he's like, "My people can wait."
My people can wait because this cannot.
My people will have to wait because this cannot.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that's more like it.
You just sort of waited around for a second as everybody else got going. Just gonna go. Up
Yeah,
to
I
the
think
field?
we're just gonna do realms first.
I
Alright, so
just
for
died.
anybody watching the stream who's also playing the game, the realm select is right over here. Got big old transparent door with realm select written on it. So
I think I saw a bunch of people going into the Highway 35 road.
oops.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you can always reset, right? So.
Yeah, I mean
Oh,
kind of.
once you're on the coast road, you can.
Yeah, once you're on the coast road you kinda have to make your way back to the
Oh, that-
accelerdrome before.
That has checkpoints. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's people saying they're in coast. Well, Phoenix is going at it.
Alright, well. Nobody gets to jump
Well,
on the
let's
road
do
beast, so let's do this.
What do you do? Did you choose?
Time to go.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that wheel though.
I know, right? Looks nice.
First time I saw that, I just, you know,
Ooh, look at that.
I stared at it for the whole 17 seconds, dude. It's amazing.
It took a
It's
while to get it
moving.
right, but I'm kind of surprised that I was able to get it working as well as I
It's really cool, dude.
What was the
was.
situation with this game in custom car models?
I don't think. Let's just assume model support will never be a thing, but custom cars may one day be a thing, kind of the same way that the map has like workshop support.
Whee!
That was my idea, because I think that would be doable, because then it's easy to share cars instead of having to transport like high poly models that are like several megabytes. You've got like a few like a dot bytes file, like similar to a map file. It's only a couple of kilobytes and it's easy to share. Everybody downloads it when the level starts, you know, simple.
I thought the room was open.
But ultimately it depends on.
So you can't really have your own car and drive it anywhere. The creator of the realm is gonna give you a car that he wants to put in. Is that?
I mean, in like my idea, it would work for custom models for individual people. So one guy could bring in a Diora model, another guy a Corvette model. Someone could drive the refractor, etc., etc. But the official models would always look better because they're like high poly models. But the custom cars would just, if you remember Kadim's car, kind of down in the ignition like museum, they look similar to that basically. Just a bunch of objects grouped together to kind of look like a car, built onto a frame within a bounds box.
Yeah.
This actually looks real pretty.
You can jump right off, and then, yeah.
Well, here's the big loop.
Hey,
Remember,
where are you guys?
I think I'm in the lead.
You guys in the realm?
Yeah, we're pretty much all in there.
Oh, it's not open here.
You've got to trigger it on your own side. They don't trigger.
Oh,
They don't trigger on a timer. I figured that wouldn't really work because then it pressures everybody else into like into playing at the same time, and I feel like this is more about just kind of freedom and having fun. So I figured I would just put the triggers in there like that so that people could just play at their own pace and play in whatever order they want. And if they wanted to replay a realm, they could do that too.
Would you be able to have the triggers as well as what I'm trying to say is, would you be able to have a universal trigger?
No, that's one of the things I can't do because triggers are client side, meaning that it only reflects movement on the computer of whoever did it. So, for example, an elevator or a kill-all button kind of only affects the player who triggers it, basically.
into the
Anyways, I have to remove all of the lightning in here, because as well as the actual lightning particles, there's also what you're probably hearing is a couple hundred individual lightning objects, which I think are kind of redundant. It'd only take a couple of big ones on the track to achieve a good effect.
Yeah, but this last part looks really good like this.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I'm
know.
not saying the individual lighting, but you know.
Yeah, I mean
the,
that's what I'm
the
saying. The
it's really good.
the aesthetic effect and the way that it looks and the way it
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
blends together, I'm really satisfied with.
I
But
really like the lightning pulls as well. I don't think I ever saw that in the other realms.
yeah, no, it's pretty much something that was introduced in the Ultimate Race when Alex did it, when he took the some assets from the Storm Realm. He pretty much just took a couple of assets and then kind of made his own thing. Because the one I eventually, like the first one, wasn't that good. Like the first Storm Realm, my first attempt at it wasn't all that great. I am willing to admit. So he just kind of redid it.
Yeah. I have to say, probably my favorite realm has to be Knobs. I mean, does he, say like that, Knob, like the how
NOB?
do you say his name?
Yeah, I just say Knob or NOB.
Yeah, NOB's version of the Water Realm.
Yeah, that's a real nice level. I've got a
Yeah.
remastered level that looks kind of similar to that, but oh, I think my game crashed. Yep, I do believe my game has crashed.
I don't know what's about it, but I really like the way he did the actual track.
Yeah, it's I think he used simples to. Oh, yeah, game definitely crashed. There's the crash report. Okay, well. I'm just going to see that as a sign that I need to call the stream here, but that was fun, and eventually I'd want to do something kind of more prolonged.
This
Maybe,
has been like 30 minutes.
yeah,
maybe
30 minutes,
follow-up
40
for
minutes,
one
kind of
big
like a tournament-style video where go through realm after realm when it's completed. That's like it's a celebratory, I finally finished it kind of thing.
Woo!
All right. Well, I guess I'll see you guys around. I hope I'll be able to do another stream again here sometime soon. Bye.